Welcome to a Clued In bonus episode. I'm Sarah.
And I'm Brooke, and we both love mystery.
Hi, Brooke.
Hi, Sarah. I love doing read alongs with you.
I enjoy them too. I think it's really fun to take a deeper dive into a book. And this time we are doing The Black Echo by Michael Connelly. And this is the first in his Bosch series.
Yes, our newsletter subscribers got a short list of choices, and this was their pick for us to read along.
So, why don't we start, Brooke, by just describing how we're going to approach this read along?
In past books that we've read together, we typically mark out various sections of the book, and then we don't read ahead. We just read what our assignment is for the week. We discuss it, and then we go back. And a lot of times we'll share some of our suspicions or our thoughts about what might be coming next.
That's right. And so we've broken the book up into 3 sections. The first episode, where we talk about the book in detail, will be parts 1 and 2. The second will be parts 3, 4, and 5. And the final episode will be parts 6, 7, 8, and 9. And those are all shorter parts. We've tried to divide it more or less equally in terms of page count for each of those sections, so listeners can read along with us.
And we hope that you will. I mean, this is a fantastic book to go to your library and grab or your favorite used bookstore because it's been out since 1992. Sarah, I have not read any Michael Connelly before.
So I've read a few of the Lincoln Lawyer books. I've read one of his standalone books called The Poet, which was quite dark. And then I actually have read one of the Bosch books from much later in the series, but it was a while ago. So this is more or less fresh for me as well.
Yeah, I've definitely seen, like, we've watched the Lincoln Lawyer, both the TV adaptation and then the movie. And then I actually had in my head that the Clint Eastwood movie from the early 2000s, it's Michael Connelly's Bloodwork story. And I had it in my head that that was a Harry Bosch story, but it's not. It's not a Bosch story. But I will just give you a heads up that very likely because of that movie, when I read this book, a 40-year-old Clint Eastwood is probably going to be Harry Bosch in my head. Because Clint Eastwood, right?
Right. I love it. One of the things that I think is really interesting is that the Bosch and the Lincoln Lawyer series are loosely connected. I don't know if we're going to see any of that in this first book, but he's created this world where those two characters exist together.
Oh, I didn't know that. But you and I love it when an author does that and creates, connections between their characters. So that'll be fun. I agree. May not be something we see here since this is Connelly's very first novel, but it will be fun to explore further. He won an Edgar Award for this, and it was his first novel. So I think that we're in for a treat.
Absolutely. And I think as well, it'll be really interesting because, as you said, this was published in 1992. There was, I think, a big cultural shift starting to happen or happening in the early 1990s, right? I think a shift politically to President Bill Clinton. Grunge music was starting to emerge. The Cold War was ending. It'll be interesting to see if any of that is reflected in this book, because it would have been written in 1991 or maybe even earlier. So, it may not, and we may have to wait for a few books before we see any of that reflected.
That's right. I will date myself unabashedly. 1992 is the year I graduated from high school. So I'm all about this era.
Fabulous. Well, I can't wait to start reading it, Brooke.
I'm so excited, Sarah. So next time you'll want to come back being prepared and having read parts 1 and 2. And I will say that this will be exclusive content just released to our Cartel members. So if you are not already a Cartel member, you're going to want to join that group in order to get these special bonus episodes. And Sarah, do you want to tell people how they can become a member?
Absolutely. So we've got a link on our website, and there's a couple of different options for people to choose with respect to payment. The cheapest option is $12 a year. That's only available as a single one time annual payment.
Thanks, Sarah. Well, we hope that you come and join us in this really fun read along of The Black Echo. Until then, I'm Brooke.
And I'm Sarah, and we both love mystery.
Clued In Mystery is written and produced by Brooke Peterson and Sarah M. Stephen. Music is by Shane Ivers. If you liked what you heard, please consider telling a friend, leaving a review, or subscribing with your favorite podcast listening app. Visit our website at cluedinmystery.com to sign up for our newsletter, The Clued In Chronicle, or to join our paid membership, The Clued In Cartel. We're on social media at Clued In Mystery.